Yo, hello. Now we'll officially start. Um, Today we have a simple goal for this 1 hour stream, and that's to render this creeper. I found this tutorial that showed me in Blockbench how to load the creeper. It's just using this plugin, same template loader. And here I have all the Minecraft mobs. I started with the creeper because it's the simplest one. If we manage to do the creeper, then I'll be able to implement other more complicated mobs, like the villager is my target. But we'll start with this simple one. It's not that simple because it still has a lot of body parts. And here's the Minecraft clone. I've spent a lot of hours invested in this Minecraft clone, and I really want to continue and not give up on this project because I learned so much from it, and I'm not ready to make a project of my own. Right now, it starts in a flat world. Last time we worked on adding smooth movement. We added smooth movement, but without jumping. Which shouldn't be a problem for us to continue onwards. But still, I have to make a commit here from the previous changes. Smooth movement. And now we have to push it. Git push. Okay. Now we have the model in Blockbench, but my engine needs to somehow import this model. So first we need to export it. And there are a lot of different formats here, like OBJ, FBX, and what they used was this export Optifine GAM, probably Java edition Minecraft. I'm not sure. We'll download it. It's in downloads. And we'll open it with an editor to see what we're working with. This is what the game needs to understand and render. From working with other items, I've noticed Minecraft works with cubes when rendering. Even the grass is a single cube. In Blockbench, it's easy to see this foot. Look how it's just a simple cube. The body, it's a simple cube. Like not exactly a cube, like cube has equal sides, but still, like this. And what this document says is all of these parts. Like this, I assume, is the folder actually. And here boxes is the actual like cubes. And I'll need to see what I'm going to do with this texture offset, because each side of the cube needs to have like coordinates for the texture. Well, I need to see what this translate is. Yeah, I need to download the texture. We have a lot of work. Hopefully we can make some progress today. So let me think about it. From where should we start? We can actually just focus on rendering the head. We can ignore this translation, invert axis, we can ignore it. We can focus just on rendering this, the head. Let's download the texture as well. Yeah, you can hear me. From here, I think, downloads, creeper. Yeah, we have the texture. Yeah, we have it. So what's next? We need inside the code to test. We need to test inside of the code somewhere, like to test drawing uh, the creeper head, just the creeper head. But where should I put this code? Mm, so we need the starting point is the hardest part. Once we get started, afterwards it gets a lot easier. It's just the start that takes the most amount of time to figure out how actually to start. Like I have in items inventory, when I pressed the dot key, I give cheat items. Here I can, for example, um, spawn creeper head just as a test. But even so, like when we press the dot key to spawn the creeper head, what does that actually mean? I have like components, entities. I have, let me think about it. Yeah. So I need, so how are we going to create the head? When I press the dot key, we are creating the head. To create the head, we need vertices. Like for each of the four corners, we need vertices. So we need to create some information. For each of these vertices, we need to create information, to create an entity that has a component of mesh renderer to give all of that information to it. We need to create a material also. Yeah, it has, that material should have the texture. Yeah, without light map for now. It needs some, yeah, mesh. We need to create the mesh. Yeah, that's it. We need to create a mesh. And I have helper functions that create those cubes with very little bit of information. And I use it for creating my blocks. I can look at them for a little bit of inspiration. For example, the grass, I think. No, the grass uses old code. This uses old code. Maybe the torch. The torch is even older code. Maybe the door. The door is using a JSON file. That will not work out. What did I use? Maybe the lock. It's still using old code, but okay, I'll just use that. So inside here, when we spawn the head, we are creating just one cube, one cube. Cube mesh pool. Yeah, get template. Here it's get template, and here call sites, no calling, like this. Now, from generate, how are we going to get the positions? Okay, so the head, let's just say it's like from 0 to 16. Where's the documents? Here it's actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We need to figure out how they actually go from this to having coordinates for the head. So this is the head. It has size and position. Also, that's it. It's size and position. That's going to be an issue because the other JSON files Minecraft uses had a different format. The format I'm using is like setting coordinates the start and the end, and it creates a cube from that. But this file uses like a position and size, which is going to be a problem having to support two different formats. So we can go back in the export to see if there's another way to export. GLTF, OBJ, FBX, STL, 3D printing. Model animation, legacy project, what's that? Let's check out the format of this export. Visible box. Yeah, it's even worse. This is the best we have, and it's a problem. It's a problem that this is the best we have. I had long ago when I was rendering the zombies, maybe there I had that format saved. Bone. Cube. Yeah, cube. Origin, size, rotation. Yeah. I used this long ago to render the zombies. I could try to reuse it, but I switched to a new renderer. So this maybe this is outdated for me. And I'm thinking if I can actually reuse it. Can I reuse this? It has an array list of quads. This is old. This is very old. So this is just one cube. Let me see the zombie. The zombie. So for the zombie, I created its bones. I had the bones, and the bone has a cube. Yeah, the bone has cubes. Does it have a draw method? Yeah, it has a draw method. Okay, we can try to render the zombie with the old code and see if we can repurpose it for the creeper using the new information. Public static zombie, and here we can do zombie, and here we can get the player position, and we need to draw this guy. Can we set it to null? Yeah, we can set it to null. And inside the application, we can, do we have a draw? Yeah, render, same thing. Actually, it's the world. Inside the world, here we can say we have a mob spawner. We do have a mob spawner, but let's try not using it. So inventory, zombie, draw. This is if we have a zombie. If inventory zombie is not null, and we draw it, and let's test it. If we manage to draw the zombie, there's a high chance we can repurpose the code to draw a creeper. I press the dot. Okay, I see a zombie. And it's using my position. It needs its own position. Yeah, now we have the zombie. Now we have the zombie. And this zombie has bones. It has everything. Uh, it can move. It has animations. So there's a big chance we can have the same functionalities for the creeper. It's still cool to look at. Now we're creating the zombie. Sure, fine. And let's actually see the output file for a zombie. Let's look at the zombie and let's export it. Now, I'll look at it at the second monitor because here I need to look at these numbers to see if so head, yeah, this is the head. Here it's 24, in the file it's minus 24. Here for the cubes I have just one cube, minus 4, 24, minus 4, and here 8 for the size. And I think this is the texture offset. Okay, we're matching the file. We're matching the file. Let me see the left arm. Left arm. 5. This is 22. In the file, it's minus 22. That's weird. Coordinates. And the coordinates are different. This 4 should be a minus 8. But the texture offset is proper. Okay. Let me think. Yeah, let's duplicate the zombie file and just make a creeper file. Where was the zombie? We'll do it the dirty way. And figure it out later. Let's just creeper. Let's just use the creeper texture. Everything else will be the same. Zombie PNG. Creeper PNG. Creeper PNG. So resources, textures. I need to save this file here. Open in Explorer. Textures. Yeah, here is my zombie PNG. I need to put in the creeper PNG. Now we have the creeper PNG. And when spawning the zombie, this time we will spawn creeper. Creeper. We'll import the class. And let's test it. Now it should be using the creeper texture. Yeah, now it's using the creeper texture and it's already pretty close. Well, we are all already pretty close. Uh, now we need to make slight changes in the code. We need slight changes. Creeper head. Do we have a head? Yes. We have a head. -4. -4. Here should be 18. Then the body should be body -4, 6, -2, then 8, 12, and 4. Texture offset is 16th. Here 18, and the head will be 18 for the translation. Now the leg, it has couple of legs. Leg 1, leg 2, up to leg 4. Oh, it doesn't have arms. Let's remove. It has a waist. Let's remove the waist. Body will not have a parent. Body will not have a parent. We'll remove all of these. This will be leg 1. And it will be -2, -6, -4. Then here coordinates 0, 0, 2. And the scale will be 4, 6, 4. Texture offset, it's fine. 2, 3, 4. Leg 2, 3, 4. And do they have a parent? I think they don't have any parents. Yeah, no parents. Even here, no parents. That's weird. No parents. So leg 2 is 2 minus 6 minus 4. Leg 3, oh, this is leg 1, sorry. Minus 2 minus 6 minus 4. Here it's 2 minus 6 minus 4, and here it's minus 2 minus 6 4, and here it's 2 4. And now here leg 1, it's fine. Here it should be 2. No, here it should be minus 4 0 2. Here zeros, and this should be minus 6. This should be minus 4. This should be minus 6. And now we need to add all of the bones. So here leg 1, leg 2, leg 3, and leg 4. And then let's see what this gives us as a result. We made it. Is this it? I think this is it. Creeper rendered in game. Alt renderer. But we're using the alt renderer. This is using the alt renderer, and I need to convert it to the new renderer. But before that, we need to create a commit to save the changes. Git add all drawing creeper with alt renderer. But I'm surprised we actually managed to render it. And I want to see, is it the same? It looks as if it's the same. Yeah, this is the 4 legs, the body, and the head. Yeah, that should be it. To use the new renderer, I need to change the creeper to be to extend the new entity. The old entity has collision boxes, but the new entity has components. Yeah, it has components, the new entity. And I have no idea how I'll handle collision. Have no idea how I'll have collision. I just so we have people in chat. Yo, Hi. Yo, what's up? Okay. Uh, I gave you a bit of focus. Now I need to go back to here. Yeah, now we managed to render the creeper with the old renderer. We need to use the new renderer, which is this entity with components. So now using the new renderer, the problem is we don't where is the method? This update method, we'll delete it. We don't need it. Set walk destination, we don't need this. This is old code from the zombie. We don't need it. The draw method. Now the draw method, we cannot use it because we'll be adding components. We'll be adding components like mesh renderer component. Here, these components, a mesh filter component, mesh renderer component. It's inspired from Unity. Unity does it in the same way. The problem is that here where I create the bones, they use these cubes classes, and the cube class creates an array list of quads, which is the old renderer. And I want to transition to the new renderer, which will be a big task. Let me think about it. I'm not sure how to approach this. In the draw method, we bind a VEO, we create a list of quads. We go through all the bones, and what do we do? Where is the end? Here is the end. Yeah, okay, here. We go through all the bones, and for each of the bones, we get the quads, and for each of the quads, we translate them, we give them to this VO, and we draw this VO. That's the old renderer. And the new renderer uses this mesh filter component that has a mesh, and the mesh just has information of the position, normals, colors, UVs. This will be a big rework. This will be too big of a rework, actually. I think we've achieved our goal of rendering the creeper. And I think it's better to have another stream that has a goal of transitioning the creeper to using the new renderer. I think that would be a lot more productive. Yeah, so yeah, we did enough. We'll finish in the next stream.